Have you ever felt like your relatives only mention your name when there is a debt attached to it? That was me, the eldest, the trustworthy one, the one who always kept her purse ready. My younger sister Hannah was the favored kid. When we were children, I had to scrub the floors for an allowance. She received gifts just for trying her best. I still remember being 11 kneeling on the kitchen floor with a bucket of suds while Hannah played video games in the living room. My father would walk by, pat her shoulder, and say, "That's my girl." No one saw the water burning into my knuckles. High school was no different. I saved tips from bussing tables, just to purchase a second-hand computer so I could do my homework. Hannah got a brand new phone for her safety. My mother said it with a straight face as if my cracked screen was not safe enough. Same household, two different universes. I did not complain, though. I told myself it was about balance. I was the one who planned, and the one who was stable, the one who could make numbers add up. For years, I played that role, paying the bills, holding the ladder, and keeping the peace until it was not peaceful anymore. I will never forget the last Sunday dinner I went to in Los Angeles. The apartment smelled of rosemary and garlic. My mother's roast in the oven, my father's game. On mute, the kind of quiet that meant, don't change the channel. Hannah walked in 20 minutes, late, wearing a sweater that probably cost a vehicle payment. She asked if we had lemon water. I said the sink works. She stared at me like I had offered her poison. My mother then smiled, her spoon tapping against the oven, and said, "Emily is careful. She's comfortable, not like Hannah. She is creative. She's meant for more." I continued to chop parsley as if I did not hear it. But inside something changed. Something small. Something old. That night lying on my couch, I realized I was not their daughter. I was their safety net. The money started out small. A family phone plan just for a year. That year turned into 6. Netflix, car insurance, vet bills. Then it was my mother's credit card minimums, my father's property tax, and Hannah's car payment. A few hundred here, 1,000 there, always on my credit card. Always, "we'll settle up later." Later never came. By the time I was 27, I had poured almost 50,000 into holding their lives together. When I finally got offered a job abroad in London, a raise and housing included everything I had ever worked toward, my mother dismissed it. "Your sister needs you right now," she said. Needs me? That phrase was always code for pay up, hold steady, and give up your own dreams. I thought back to every need. Hannah needing rent for the 3rd time in 6 months. My mother needing me to cover her emergency loan 3 times in a single year. My father needing his medical. Co-pays handled, because the insurance was complicated. Each time I swallowed the anger, telling myself, family comes first. But what they meant was Hannah comes first. Then came the final request. A white binder with numbers highlighted. A $120,000 loan for Hannah's new studio. "Just co-sign," my mother said. "It's not that big of a deal," Hannah said. But it was exactly that big of a deal. I pushed the binder back. I said no. At that moment, you would have thought I had committed a crime. The calls, the crying, the guilt, it all came flooding in. Hannah texted me that night, "I'm quitting my job. You'll support us while I find myself." I stared at those words until the letters blurred. Support us. Like my paycheck was community property. Like my life was her safety net, too. For the first time in my life, I did not flinch. I wrote back, "Not my issue." 10 minutes later, my mother's message read, "You're not invited to Thanksgiving until you sign your sister's loan." I laughed, not out of malice, but out of relief. It felt like air finally rushing into a room that I had not realized was suffocating me. That night, I opened my laptop and clicked accept for London. My flight was booked, housing was arranged, and my start date was Monday. I then severed the ties. I removed my name from the bills, shut down the automatic payments, and changed the passwords. Dozens of charges disappeared from my accounts. Insurance premiums, car payments, streaming services, even Hannah's gym membership. 43 missed calls stacked up while I built my freedom line by line on a spreadsheet I titled Exit. For weeks, the phone did not stop ringing. My mother's voicemails were filled with tears. My father's silence was heavy in the background. Hannah's text swung from fury to pleading, but I held the line. And the most incredible part? The world did not fall apart. My parents yelled. My sister cried. My phone lit up until it burned. But outside my window in Boston, the sun still touched the building across the street. My neighbor still watered his tomatoes. Kids still chalked the sidewalks with crooked suns. Life kept going, and me, for the first time, I did too. Thanksgiving came early that year. It came in a quiet apartment with a suitcase packed and a ticket taped to the door. Not a single bill in my name but my own. I microwaved a frozen meal, poured a glass of wine, and sat by the window. For once, the silence was not heavy. It was pure. Sometimes reclaiming yourself is not loud. It is quiet. It is not slamming a door. It is finally walking through it. Once you step through, you never go back.